At the family reality show, my 5-year-old daughter picked up a photo of the late wife of a popular movie star and refused to give it back to him. She pointed to the photo and asked, "Do you know her? She is the deceased love of her uncle." With red eyes, he begged, "Can you give the photo back to Uncle?" The camera zoomed in and I saw myself in the photo. I was 20 years old and I loved Liam Cole the most. My daughter was furious and angrily scolded Liam Cole. "You're making this up, aren't you? That's my mom in the picture. She's not dead." Liam Cole froze. "What do you mean? She's your mom?" My best friend Nina Jiang is a famous actress in the entertainment industry. Half a year ago, she was shadow banned by the company for offending the Capitol. Her agent couldn't bear to give up on her and tried hard, but she hit walls everywhere. Finally, he used all his connections to get her a guest spot on a family reality show. The agent said that this is an opportunity to turn the corner and asked her to make good use of it. My best friend's little mouth was deflated and she was moved to tears. She asked my opinion and said she wanted to take Maddie. Maddie is my 5-year-old daughter. I agreed. But Maddie didn't. With a baby soft, sweet sister face, she patted her best friend on the shoulder with a long-winded, "Auntie, I'm so happy for you that you have a job. But I just couldn't get away," and politely declined. Haha. She rolled her eyes and said, "What can't you get away from? What can't you get away with?" I smiled gently. "Maddie, do you have any plans lately?" Maddie looked at me and said seriously, "Although Auntie needs me, I think Mom needs me more. Mom is still sick. I want to stay home with her. In case Mom gets sick again, I can call 911 for her real quick." I froze. My mind was instantly jerked back to half a month ago, when I had a sudden attack, bleeding from the nose, and collapsed on the floor in pain, unable to move. Maddie found me and called 120. The image of me covered in blood really scared her. She dreamed about it in the middle of the night for several days and woke up crying with her arms around my neck. While I was being treated in the hospital, Maddie was playing in front of the ward. Someone suddenly left the next ward and was wheeled out with a white sheet over his body. The family members were crying on the sidelines. Maddie had watched TV and she knew that the person lying there was dead. She thought, "I'm going to die too." It was then that my little one immediately ran back and hugged me, crying and saying things like she didn't want me to die or leave her. She was so scared that she wouldn't let go of me. She was afraid that if she let go of me, I would die. I told her that I would not die. I just had a serious illness that would take a long time to heal. She believed me. Every day, she supervised me to eat well and take my medicine. She would peel a candy she treasured for me after I took my medicine. Blinking her big black eyes, she asked me in a cute voice, "Mommy, after eating the candy, will my mouth not be bitter anymore?" I nodded my head and said softly, "Yes. It's not bitter anymore." I can't help but feel angina when I tell a lie. I'm not talking about candy. It was my illness. I persuaded Maddie that my condition was stable and I wouldn't have a sudden attack. Let her feel free to go with her auntie to record the show. The little one agreed. I opened my suitcase and tried to help her pack, but she refused. She acting like a grown-up sighed helplessly. "Mom, I'm not 3 this year. I'm 5. I have hands and feet. I can do these things myself." She admonished me as she pulled me down on the couch. "Mom, I still don't trust you. You're still a patient. You must rest more and take your medicine on time. Okay? I hope you'll get well soon." Mom, she really understands. But I have never taught her to be understanding. I also hope that I will get well. But I know that hope is doomed to fail. I couldn't even make it to McDowell's 6th birthday. Family Fun Challenge is a celebrity reality show with children, broadcast live in real time. The director invited all the hot entertainers in the entertainment industry for the sake of the program's popularity. There is also a mystery guest who is said to be the top-tier celebrity of top-tier celebrities. It was said that most of the funding was spent in order to invite him. In the end, it was only because of the lack of funds that they temporarily agreed to have their girlfriends on the show to make up the numbers. Netizens have been guessing who the mystery guest is. The netizens have been guessing who the mystery guest is. One of them guessed that the mystery guest is the popular movie star Liam Cole. A bunch of people commented below. Believe that the mystery guest is Liam Cole. Rather than believe that I am Alexander the Great. What everyone didn't expect was that the mystery guest was actually Liam Cole. The mystery guest was actually Liam Cole. At that time, Maddie was using her smartwatch to send me a message. Mom, did you come to see me on the air? As soon as she looked up, she saw that her bestie had been staring at Liam Cole. The little one blinked and came over in a cute voice to ask. Auntie, this is so much more handsome than the six-pack guys on your phone. Can you look at it for so long and kinda like it? Wait. I'll go ask for you first. Before my best friend could react, Maddie was already running towards Liam Cole with her short legs. She looked up at Liam Cole and pointed at the little boy next to him and asked milkily. Uncle, is this your son? Liam Cole squatted down, smiled gently and said. Liam Cole knelt down, smiled gently, and said, No. This is Uncle's nephew. Maddie's eyes lit up and asked again. Do you have a girlfriend? Liam Cole froze. And laughed again. No girlfriend. Maddie's eyes lit up even more and she asked him if he wanted to sit next to them. Liam Cole agreed. Maddie sat next to Liam Cole. Like a little fangirl. Good and sweet. Uncle. How tall are you? 1 meter 9. Uncle. Do you have abs? Liam Cole paused. Yes. Why? Maddie didn't answer him, but turned her head to look at her best friend with a vivid expression. Auntie. He doesn't have a girlfriend. He doesn't have kids. He's 59. He's got abs. He's good looking and he smells good. He's really nice. If you like him, you should go after him. After this village, there will be no more stores. My best friend immediately made a big red face. She couldn't wait to find a hole in the ground. Maddie thought she was being shy and acted like a grown-up to counsel her. Auntie. Don't be shy. Love has to be brave to say it. So does liking. Forget it. Let me help you. She then looked at Liam Cole. Uncle. Auntie likes you. Will you be my godfather? Liam Cole froze. Then smiled. Sorry. Uncle doesn't have a girlfriend. But a very loving wife. At that moment, a person's name appeared on the live screen. Lainey Jiang. Lainey Jiang. No one knows Liam Cole. His beloved wife Lainey Jiang. If you don't know how much Liam Cole loves Lainey Jiang, take a look at his small number. Lainey Jiang. Which is full of his thoughts and love for his wife. If you don't know Lainey Jiang, then let me tell you. She is Liam Cole's wife. And he has been loving her every day since she left. Liam Cole's trumpet. Beloved Lainey. It's full of evidence of his love for Lainey Jiang. Liam Cole's love is really good. He really loves Lainey Jiang. Liam Cole was once asked in an interview if he had a favorite person. He said he is married and he loves his wife very much. The host asked him if there was anything he wanted to say to his wife. With red eyes, he choked out. Lainey Jiang. I love you. Can you come to my dream once? After that day, everyone knew about Lainey Jiang, Liam Cole's wife. Everyone also knew that she had long since passed away. It didn't take long for netizens to realize that the Weibo account Beloved Lainey was Liam Cole's trumpet. Thousands of updates were written about their memories. His almost morbid love for her. That love was so deep and intense that it seemed to turn into substance and break through the barrier. He said he would always love Lainey Jiang. The netizens said that perhaps even Lainey Jiang herself did not know how much Liam Cole loved her. However, they do not know. Before Lainey Jiang died, Liam Cole did not love Lainey Jiang. He never recognized her as his wife. Almost no one knew Lainey Jiang's name. And after Lainey Jiang died, no one knew Lainey Jiang. Actually, it's quite funny. I turned off my cell phone and gazed down at the patient information card at the bedside of the hospital room. It says, Lainey Jiang. Female. Oncology. Am not dead yet. 6 years ago. The disease played a joke on me. 6 years later. It picked me again. The doctor said that I would be fine for 6 months with active treatment. 6 months. Too short. I'm greedy. I want to live longer. I want to spend my 6th birthday with Doodle. I want to grow up with her. I didn't watch the live broadcast again and was scheduled for a full body checkup. After the checkup I was scheduled for an infusion. I hired an escort and fell asleep in a daze after the infusion. When I woke up, I turned on my phone and received a voice from Maddie. Mom. It's time for you to eat and take your meds. I put the candy bottle next to the pill box. Did you see it? After you take your pills, peel a candy and eat it. So it won't be bitter. Hey. 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 Mom. Mom. Please answer when you hear me. I pressed the cell phone screen and said softly. Okay. Mom has already taken her medicine. Afterwards, I opened the family reality show. As soon as I entered, I saw the pop-ups cursing Maddie. This dead kid is so stubborn. Can't you give the photo back to Liam Cole? Who is Maddie's mom? How can you teach your child to be like this? Picking up other people's things and not returning them, but also wanting to take them for herself. Liam Cole was desperate to find the photo. But Maddie picked it up and Maddie didn't want to give it back. What photo? A photo of Liam Cole's late wife, Lainey Jeong. I was so upset. Maddie picked up my photo? In the camera, Liam Cole is squatting in front of Maddie, gently coaxing him. Maddie, this photo belongs to Uncle. Please give it back to Uncle. Okay? Maddie held the photo and refused to let go. How do you prove it's yours? Pointing at the photo, he asked. Do you know her? She is Uncle's dead lover. With red eyes, he begged. Can you give the photo back to Uncle? This is the only photo she left me. The camera zoomed in and I saw myself in the photo. I was 20 years old and I loved Liam Cole the most. And that's when Maddie was furious. Pointing at Liam Cole, angrily scolded. You're maligning the rumor. Aren't you? That's my mom in that picture. She's not dead. Liam Cole suddenly froze. What did you say? I said she's my mom. It's against the law to spread rumors. I'm going to call the police and speak up for my mom. With that, Maddie turned on her smartwatch. But the next second, Liam Cole suddenly grabbed her shoulder and asked sharply. Is your mom Lainey Jeong? At that moment, Maddie's hand shook and she clicked into a photo album. Inside, there were all the photos of Maddie and me together. Liam Cole saw it. My heart was hanging in the air. And all of a sudden, it sank to the bottom. My mind went blank. At first, I really thought I was going to die. Before I left, I emptied all my belongings. Only 3 things were left for Liam Cole. My cancer diagnosis, my miscarriage, and a letter. After that, I found a small town with a beautiful view. Decided to spend my last moments there. Then later, I was informed by the hospital that it was a misdiagnosis. And then I heard that he was looking for me like crazy. He didn't believe I was dead. So I found someone to send him a box of cremains. At that time, I wanted to never show up in front of Liam Cole again for the rest of my life. So that he would really think I was dead. I just didn't realize that. That's when Liam Cole got emotional and asked Maddie. How old are you and when is your birthday? Maddie milks her teeth. You bad man. Why would I tell you? Liam Cole immediately turned his head to look out of the camera and asked the director. The director answered truthfully. The information shows that Maddie is 5.5 years old and was born on March 16th. XX. Liam Cole muttered something under his breath. Then, he asked Maddie. Are you her biological child? Maddie was silent for 2 seconds and just exploded. You idiot. Right? If I'm not my mom's biological. Am I your mom's biological? She twisted her body hard and broke away from his hands, running off to the side on her short legs. She looked at Liam Cole with the eyes of a fool. My mom told me to stay away from fools. But since you're a fool, I won't call the police on you for rumoring about my mom. So don't you do that next time. Also, the photo is of my mom. And I'm not giving it back to you. And Liam Cole looked at Maddie and suddenly laughed. Laughed a lot. He said, "Maddie. You're my baby. And I'm your daddy." When I heard that, I snapped. Emotionally. I subconsciously retorted, "No." But the next second, my left hand hurt without warning. Intense pain surged, radiating from my left hand to my right, from my spine to my lower extremities. The bones felt like they were filled with nails, driven deep inward under the spinning of a screwdriver. I gritted my teeth and tried my best to endure it. Unable to call for an escort. Only one thought ran through my head. Call the BFF. She wasn't with Maddie at the moment and had no idea where she'd gone. The show didn't confiscate the guests' cell phones. And there was no rule that guests couldn't answer the phone. My hand shook as I dialed my BFF's number. In the 10 seconds or so I was on hold, I held my breath without letting it out, as if the lack of oxygen would ease the pain. "Hello. Umbra." In this moment, liquid was flowing out of my nose, dotting the sheets with a reddish color. The taste of blood spilled down my throat as well. I forced myself to hold it back. "Nan. McDowell is with Liam Cole right now." Liam Cole saw a picture of me and McDowell together. "You go to them quickly. Tell Liam Cole that McDowell is not his child. Go." After saying that, I immediately hung up the phone. My hand shook and the phone fell to the floor. The nurse practitioner heard the sound and came out from the restroom. She was shocked and immediately rang the bell and yelled for the doctor. "Ouch. It hurts too much." I curled up, grimacing, every inch of my muscles and bones feeling as if they had been cut with a dull knife. I couldn't breathe or make a sound. When my vision blurred, I saw the doctor who had arrived in a hurry. I woke up the next day. My caregiver was named Sister Chen. She told me that my cell phone fell on the floor and the screen shattered. Not long after I passed out, Maddie made a call to me. She followed what I had taught her beforehand and told her to tell Maddie that I had signed up for a tour and was traveling out of town. And that she was the donkey traveling with me. She told Maddie that I had accidentally broken my cell phone. And that I had asked her to take it to be repaired for me. And that I couldn't contact Maddie for a while. Maddie believed it. After hanging up, Chen put my cell phone on the table. But didn't put it properly. The phone fell again. Completely black screen can't open. Sister Chen was very guilty and said she was willing to pay half of the repair cost. I didn't blame her and asked her to help me get it repaired outside. The phone was repaired on the third day. I couldn't wait to turn it on and enter the family reality show broadcasting room. I ended up seeing an off-air announcement. "Viewers are sorry. Family Fun Challenge is temporarily suspended due to force majeure. The start date will be announced later." What's going on? What's going on here? Just as I was puzzled and ready to call my bestie, a hot tweet popped up on my phone. "Family reality show is out of broadcast and ITS because of Liam Cole." I subconsciously tapped it. The phone page jumped to Twitter. And I saw a paparazzo posting under the trending phrase #Liam Cole's wife isn't dead. A family reality show staffer revealed that the show was called off by Liam Cole. Maddie and Nina Jiang were detained by him at the family reality show villa. The reason is very simple. He wanted to see Lainey Jiang, but found that the other party deliberately avoided him. So he used this method to force Lainey Jiang to meet him. As for why Lainey Jiang faked his death and ran with the ball to deceive Liam Cole, the reason is still unclear. My heart plummeted. I immediately called my best friend. The call was answered. I turned pale and said urgently, Nan. I saw on the internet that the program was off the air. And you and McDowell were detained at the family reality show villa. Is this true?" "Is true," BFF said slowly. "Eneen. I told Liam Cole that Maddie is the child you had with someone else. He didn't believe me. He had the director take the contract and keep us here on the grounds that we needed to be on the program. Liam Cole said you had to pick us up yourself." I fell silent, taking a deep breath and adjusting for a moment before speaking slowly. "Okay. I get it. How's Maddie? Is she scared?" My best friend said. "Maddie didn't know anything. She simply thought that the program had met with an accident and was off the air. I was worried about you. I was just saying why your cell phone wasn't fixed yet. But now I'm asleep. Eneen. You don't have to worry about us. We're fine here. You. She paused and choked a little. You have a good chemotherapy. Take care of yourself. My heart gripped as a ball. Forced to hold back the emotions. Gently responded. I'm not going to be able to do this. But I'm going to be able to do it. The recording location of the family reality show was not in the city. I was doing chemotherapy and couldn't interrupt it. So I couldn't go pick them up. After the phone hung up, I realized there were hundreds of missed calls. 24 of them were from Maddie. The rest were from Liam Cole. I'd memorized his number for years. I knew it by heart. I stared down at it for a long time. My heart tore at it for a long time. Finally. Dialed his number. The familiar ringtone rang for a long time. Nearly hanging up. Liam Cole answered. But didn't speak. Liam Cole. This is Lainey Jiang. My voice was soft. With a hint of weakness. He HMMD softly. I opened my lips. Suddenly not knowing what to say. After a long silence. I heard Liam Cole ask me. Lainey Jiang. Is there anything you want to say to me? Only then did I slowly say. Yes. Maddie is not your child. I can't pick them up for a while. Can you let them come back? Liam Cole was instantly furious. Gritting his teeth and cursing. Lainey Jiang. You should die. To get back at me. You lied to me for so long. What? You haven't gotten over it yet. And you're going to lie to me again. Right? You didn't come because you don't dare to see me. Then you'll never see them again. In a moment of desperation. I blurted out. No. Liam Cole. You can't do this. Liam Cole laughed in anger. In the gentlest of tones. He said the hardest of words. There's nothing I can't do. If I want to. Lainey Jiang. Don't make me mad. You know. I can do anything when I'm mad. Section ID equals /article track / I paused. Gradually. I calmed down and explained to him. Liam Cole. I'm not trying to get back at you. He interrupted me. Lainey Jiang. I don't want to hear your fucking explanation over the phone. Me. After a silent standoff. I compromised. I said. I can explain to you in person. But I'll set the time and place. Liam Cole agreed. I was born to my real father. Jiang Zhenli. To someone else before marriage. As soon as I was born. I was put on Jiang's doorstep. He felt ashamed to have a child before he was married. Besides. He made too much trouble during that time and had no idea who the child's birth mother was. He wanted to throw me away. It was Grandma who scolded him and forced him to keep me. Later. He married a wife from a very good family. I was with my grandmother for a few years. When I was 8 years old. Grandma got sick and died. From then on. There was nothing but torment and bitterness in my life. Jiang Zhenli didn't care about me. And his wife abused me. From time to time. She would cry and say that I was bullying my younger siblings. When Jiang Zhenli was furious. He would scold me. Whip me with a belt. And prevent me from eating. Their children treated me like a slave and took pleasure in bullying me. They threw cold water on my body and under the blanket in winter and threw feces and urine on me in summer. Jiang Zhenli knew I was being abused and he didn't stop them. Instead. He wanted me to cover my scars. Not to be seen. Not to disgrace him. The place I wanted to go most every day was school. And the thing I was most afraid of was going home. Because there were a bunch of demons at home. But then. There were demons at school too. They wore the same clothes as me. But they tore and stripped my clothes off. They slapped me. Looked at the scars on my body. Laughed and called me a bitch. The young girl walks alone in this world. Alone. Crawling, running and jumping. She can't get rid of the demons. She feels the world is full of malice towards her. She didn't want to live anymore and numbly jumped off the bridge. Perhaps God also felt that she was having too hard a time and sent a God to save her. The God jumped into the river and rescued her. The young girl was known to jump into the river and was severely beaten by her father when the God appeared and saved her. She moves with her father and becomes neighbors with the god. When she is bullied by her siblings, the gods protect her. When she was bullied in school, God Ming backed her up and got her a transfer to another school. He said, "From now on, I will be Lainey Jiang's bodyguard and see who dares to bully her." He said, "Enin, I'll always be with you." He said, "Follow me. Don't get lost." In the eyes of others, he is an unchallengeable being. He is the prince of the Zhou family, who has an unruly and flamboyant character and does not put anyone in his eyes. In the eyes of the young girl, he is the god who saved her from fire and water countless times. So the young girl fell in love with her god. Under the shelter of the gods, I wasn't bullied or abused anymore. So they tried to drive me away. At Jiang Zhenli's wife's birthday banquet, they falsely accused me of stealing from the guests. Jiang Zhenli was so humiliated that he almost beat me to death. It was Liam Cole who carried me away in public and took me to the hospital. Afterward, he begged his grandmother to adopt me. Jiang Zhenli agreed without hesitation. Getting rid of me was like getting rid of a burden. And then, I became a burden that Liam Cole wanted to get rid of but couldn't. Liam Cole was popular at school because of his good looks and good family background. Every day, he had countless girls confessing their love to him. And he was so annoyed that he used me as a shield, saying I was his girlfriend. At that time, everyone knew how protective he was of me. When they heard him say that, they immediately understood what was going on. They laughed at him and said that it turned out he was raising me as a daughter-in-law. He didn't retort, looked at me and smiled and said, "Yes, I'll marry when I graduate." Everyone took his joke seriously at the time. It wasn't until later that Liam Cole fell in love with Lindsay. She was clean and pretty, kind-hearted and tough. Liam Cole pursued her, and she called Liam Cole a scumbag for having a girlfriend and messing with her. So Liam Cole started to brush me off and told me to stay away from him. And Lindsay purposely asked me to meet her and designed for Liam Cole to bump into her. She cried and told Liam Cole that I threatened her and told her to stay away from Liam Cole. Liam Cole believed it. Lindsay took a gift from Liam Cole and slipped it into my bag, wrongly accusing me of stealing it. Liam Cole bought it. Lindsay was rumored to have gotten out of a limo and was suspected of being adopted. And Lindsay falsely accused me of passing it on. Liam Cole believes it. Lindsay set up a lot of these things. Each time I tried my best to deny that I had done those things. Some of the self-incriminations were successful. Some were not. But Liam Cole was on Lindsay's side every time. Liam Cole loved Lindsay so much. He wanted to give her the best of everything in the world. But Lindsay broke up with him and left the country. Liam Cole took a gamble and married me. We had a wedding but didn't get a license. Not long after the wedding, he lost his eyesight in a car accident and became disheveled and irritable. I stayed by his side, taking care of him, encouraging him, accompanying him. After seeing again, I found that he seemed to begin to like me. He no longer hates me and treats me coldly. He will gently put me to bed and wake me up, favored me by calling me Umbra, pampered me, and asked me to ask for kisses. As we lingered in the dark, I asked him if he loved me. He came to my ear and coaxed me in a low voice. "Enin, give me a child." I thought that even though he didn't say it explicitly, he must love me a little. It wasn't until Lindsay came back to him, and the herbal medicine begged him for help. He hugged her in front of everyone and left me behind. They didn't go to the hospital that night. They went to a hotel. The next day, I got a picture from Lindsay. She was lying next to him, his hands tied around her waist. Maddie couldn't wait to give me a voice call when she found out my cell phone was fixed. No sooner had the call been answered than I heard her tender little childish voice. Hey, 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 Mommy, can you hear me? I can hear you." Maddie couldn't hide her happiness at hearing my voice. "Mommy, I finally got through to you. I was about to think that you had been tricked into going to Burma instead of your cell phone breaking down," I said gently. "It's all Mommy's fault for making Maddie worry." Mommy apologized to Maddie. "Okay?" Maddie said with a ha, acting like a grown-up. We're mother and daughter. We don't have to apologize. But you're a real pain in the ass. You don't even tell me you're going on a trip. Not to mention you're sick. Did you have a good time these few days? Did you miss me? My heart was instantly struck with softness. My baby was a little angel. Of course mommy misses you. After all, you are mommy's cutest baby. Maddie said with a hefty smile. In a cute voice. Mommy. I'm so happy to hear you say you miss me. But you can't miss me too much. And you can't miss me so much that you cry. I smiled and agreed. Okay. Mommy will remember. Actually, Maddie misses me too. The little guy hadn't talked to me in a few days. And now his little mouth was chattering away. Mommy. I met an uncle. He's got a good face. But he looks like he traded his IQ for it. So he looks handsome. But he's a fool. He got your picture from somewhere. Said you were his lover. And said you'd been dead for a long time. He even asked me if I was your mom and said he was my dad. Do you think he can be sick? I listened to her and said calmly. But Doodle. Calling someone stupid to their face and cricketing someone behind their back are both wrong. My girlfriend agreed. Right. Didn't I teach you that? A child's tutelage is an adult's honor. Maddie recognized her mistake and dutifully apologized. I'm sorry. I want next time. I asked my attending for 3 hours of time out. I asked Liam Cole to meet me at a cafe. I took a taxi to the cafe. And when I opened the door, I didn't realize that a bicycle was riding behind me. When I got off the bike, I was hit. I was caught off guard and my body lost weight and fell backwards. At that moment, my mind went blank. I don't know who appeared in my body at that moment. Grabbed me by the waist and held me up in time. I was able to stand still. Shocked. Just as I was about to turn around, I heard Liam Cole's familiar voice ringing in my ears. Lainey Jiang. You're so skinny. Are you not willing to eat? I froze and turned my head violently. In an instant, my eyes met each other. Liam Cole's eyes were dark and turbulent. Like a stormy night. He stared at me intently and said word for word. Lainey Jiang. You are really good. An elaborate hoax to get back at me. 3 pieces of paper. 1 cancer. 1 abortion. 1 suicide note. Made me really think I lost you. Our child. You made me feel guilty. Repent and live in pain for 6 years. You don't feel relieved. Do you? It's because you also suffered a lot for this alone with your child. So you won't see me, is it? I said calmly in the face of his questioning. Liam Cole. Let's talk inside. Inside the cafe. Liam Cole and I sat face to face. Inside. We were as calm as water. Liam Cole. I never wanted to get back at you. I looked at him. Calm and serious. Believe it or not, I was diagnosed with cancer. At the time, Lindsay was all you could think about. So I chose to abort the baby and leave. Then I was told it was a misdiagnosis. And I heard you were looking for me. So I sent you cremains to get you to stop looking for me. Liam Cole stared at me with a stormy silence in his eyes. Lainey Jiang. You're still lying to me. Aren't you? You loved me so much. You didn't want to leave me for so many years. Even when you thought you were dying. Aborted our baby and left me. After knowing it was a misdiagnosis and that I was looking for you. You would have been dying to come back to me. Why didn't you want me to find you? Why didn't you come back after I confessed to you in public? Why won't you come to me even though everyone knows I love you? At one time, Liam Cole was my family. My lover. He was my spiritual support. It was the God that appeared in my gray world. I desperately tried to catch up. Desperately tried to make the gods see me. It's terrible to get used to something like this. Liked him for so long. He had long since become a part of my life. A habit that couldn't be cut. Later, I thought I had impressed the God. That he finally liked me. It wasn't until Lindsay came back that I realized. People have their own destiny. The one who seeks love tries his best to like it. Gives it unreservedly. And fights against it. The one who deserves not to be loved. No matter how much he deludes himself. Will never be loved. Because I've seen you love Lindsay and know how much you love her. Because I saw myself following you. Begging for love. Because I want to forget you. I want to walk a path without you. I looked into his eyes without any emotion. Liam Cole froze in shock and dismay. I don't know how many seconds passed. The knot in his throat rolled uncontrollably and he spoke slowly. What did you say? I drank half a cup of warm water and spoke faintly. Liam Cole. The three of us have been entangled for so many years. If you loved me, you would have fallen in love with me long ago. You've never trusted Lindsay. Not me. You only see me when you're angry with Lindsay. When you're deliberately angry with her. Marrying me was also a gamble with Lindsay. You didn't get a license from me because you promised her that you would only have her name on your marriage license. Liam Cole's expression paused for a split second as he eagerly explained. But you're the only one I've had in my heart for the past few years. I'm really in love with you. I shook my head with little expression. No, Liam Cole. You're probably just blinded by yourself. You're just used to me being around you all the time. Liking you. Being there for you. And always being there when you needed me. Then I disappeared. And your long-standing habits got the best of you. So you started to think I was important. Always thinking of me. Maybe you couldn't let go of this habit. Or maybe you couldn't accept my sudden death. So you mistakenly thought that I weighed heavily in your heart. And you fell in love with me. He subconsciously wanted to refute me. Opened his lips. But said nothing. I stood up and told him goodbye. Liam Cole. You don't love me. You're just stuck with me because I left so suddenly. And I didn't think that Liam Cole would be paranoid enough to trap himself for 6 years. The moment I turned around, I heard Liam Cole say, "It's not like that." I didn't turn around. Liam Cole. I don't hate you. Nor did I think of getting back at you. I just don't love you anymore. Maddie made a video call to me from her best friend's cell phone. Got hung up on by me. She voicemailed me in a super cute tone. Mommy. Your baby needs to tell you ow. She hasn't seen you in days. If you don't video your baby, she's going to throw a tantrum. I couldn't help but reply with a smile. Don't make a scene. Listen to Mommy's explanation. Mommy can't talk right now. I'll video with you tomorrow. Okay? Soon. The little one sent another voice. Okay. Then what time will you video me tomorrow? I can prepare in advance. I thought about it and said, tomorrow night. The little guy sent me an okay emoticon. Oh. Yeah. The next day. I asked Sister Chen to help me hang the background picture I prepared in advance on the wall. After the infusion, I put on light makeup to cover my haggard and pale face. Only then did I call Maddie on the video. The little one raised a big smile as soon as she saw me. Wow. Mommy, you put on makeup, eh? So pretty. I purposely teased her. Isn't Mommy pretty without makeup? Mommy. I didn't say that. You're super pretty with or without makeup. I smiled and complimented her. You're the sweetest one. The little one was so flattered that she raised her chin and pampered me. She said sweetly that she missed me a lot. I also told her to have fun. But to rest more and eat and take her medication on time. My best friend laughed at her role reversal. Obviously I should be the one to advise her. Maddie retorted. So what? BFF and Maddie didn't come back. The family reality show was re-recorded. Perhaps Liam Cole took my words to heart. But still thinks that Maddie is his child. On the show, he was always close to Maddie. Often baiting her in all sorts of ways. Making her call him daddy. And Maddie has a filter on him and always treats him like a silly uncle. She didn't believe that Liam Cole could be her dad at all. At one point, Maddie got so fed up with him that she took him straight to a clinic to have a doctor look at his brain. This one went straight to the top of the hit list. With netizens bursting into laughter. Maddie often surfed the internet under the influence of her girlfriends. And all kinds of hilarious moments in the program made netizens laugh. As a result, she attracted a lot of sister fans and aunt fans with her sweet sister's face and sandy cute personality. Their group has the highest popularity. BFF has also followed suit and gained a lot of fans. BFF was not worried about me and asked her agent to come to the hospital to take care of me when she was free. Her agent praised Maddie for being a little blessing, saying that brands and production directors have already started contacting her. I was so happy for my best friend. I told her agent to take care of her more in the future. Her agent agreed. But I was still uneasy. BFF said she would take care of Maddie after I left. But I think she has a lively personality, is occasionally childish, and is like a child who hasn't grown up. Whenever she's in trouble, or has no money, she clings to me and says that if it weren't for me, she'd probably have raised herself to death a long time ago. So yeah. How can I leave my 2 little kids behind? The first family reality show ended after 10 days of recording. My chemotherapy was just about over, so I rushed home between them. As soon as the little one saw me, she ran over to me with her short legs and jumped into my arms. Mommy, I missed you so much. You don't know. These days I miss you so much that I can't eat or sleep well. The next second, my best friend mercilessly broke her down. These days you sleep until you can't wake up and eat until you can't hold on. God sprinkled sincerity all over the earth. But you rebelled and held up an umbrella. Right? Maddie said breathlessly. Auntie, we can only be friends if we know not to say anything. She smiled and said, Okay. I get it. But I dare you next time. Maddie was even more speechless. She just ignored her auntie. She stuck to me and pampered me, not coming down for a long time. Suddenly, as if she thought of something, she got down from my arms. First, she pinched my face with her chubby little hands. And then pinched my arm. Her little face changed. And she pinched her waist and stared at me with milky ferocity. Mom, you don't take Pa's words as orders. Do you? I froze and laughed. What's wrong? How many times have I told you to take care of yourself? But you didn't do it. You're not as fleshy as you were before. My expression froze instantly and I couldn't stop laughing. People who are sick need to eat more, so that their nutrition can keep up, so that they can get well faster. You're so disobedient. When will you get well? These 2 short sentences left me with a mouth full of bitterness that I couldn't swallow. Sourness spread from my nose to my heart. I forced myself to hold back, not letting the tears fall. Instead, my throat was clogged with something and I couldn't speak. Baby, Mommy lied to you. Mommy's sick. Can't get well. The little one is angry. No matter how I coaxed him, he couldn't be coaxed. Tears are falling down. She blamed me for not listening to her, for not knowing how to take care of my body. My best friend coaxed her. McDull, how could your mom not know how to take care of her body? She must have had too much fun and forgot. That's why she's lost so much weight. Don't be mad at Mommy. Okay? Yes. How could I not know how to take care of my body? I want to love my body so much. I want to have a good body and grow up with Maddie in good health. I asked the doctor more than once about the possibility of bone cancer being cured. But I'm in advanced stages. I obviously only have occasional joint pain. And I don't think it's that serious. But how could it be bone cancer? I knew Maddie was heartbroken and that's why she was so angry and crying. My insides were warm and astringent. Tears followed. I hugged her, apologized to her, comforted her with a cry, and promised myself to take care of my body in the future. Only then was she coaxed back to her senses. But, because of the adverse effects of the medication, my appetite was greatly reduced. And I ate very little every day. I forced myself to eat more. But I vomited from time to time because of regurgitation. Afraid of Maddie's worry, I forced myself to go to the bathroom and throw up every time. My best friend was out of the house during the day because she received a job. Maddie ran to me and said to me, Mom, are there any cooking classes for kids? Why don't you enroll me in one? I paused and asked her, why do you want to learn cooking all of a sudden? Maddie, acting like a grown-up, said, Auntie's been working a lot lately. Auntie is busy with her work and you can't cook during the day. So let me learn how to cook and I'll do it. I pinched her face. I'm a patient. I'm not paralyzed in bed. Why can't I cook? You're just a kid. Who told you to be so sensible? Besides, by the time you learn it in cooking class, kindergarten will be starting. Maddie froze. Oops. I forgot about kindergarten. What should I do? You're sick. You can't take care of yourself and me at the same time. I rued her a few more times. And said with a smile. Then let's hire an aunt to take care of us. Maddie nodded. Okay. Then hire an auntie who cooks well. Okay. During this time, Liam Cole called me several times. I didn't answer once. That night, Maddie and I went downstairs and saw him. He was standing under a tree. He was long and cold. His lacquered eyes were deep and stared at us for an instant. Maddie was surprised to see him. What are you doing here? Liam Cole didn't answer her, but looked at me and said in a mute voice. Umbra. Is it okay if we talk about? I was silent for a few seconds and asked Maddie to wait for me for a while, having Liam Cole follow me to the far side of the gazebo. Liam Cole vetoed what I said last time. He said it wasn't because he wasn't used to me leaving so suddenly that he mistakenly thought he was in love with me. Rather, it was only after I left that he realized his feelings for me. His eyes reddened at the end. The knot in his throat rolled uncontrollably, and a light tremor came out in his breath. Eneen. Give me a chance. Come back to me. Okay? This time, there will be no more Lindsay between us. I will cherish you. You still don't know. Lindsay has become someone else's mistress, and was crippled by the original partner after she found out. I won't like her anymore. I like you and love you. After saying this, he looked at me blearily. Anticipation rolled over in the bottom of his eyes. And there were no waves in my heart. My tone was soft, yet every sound was clear. Liam Cole. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't need it anymore. And I stopped loving you a long time ago. Liam Cole froze in place, as if he was stung by something, and every word sounded hard. Eneen. I really love you. Do you really not want me anymore? Give me another chance. Okay? I was impassive, without a trace of emotion. He turned his head to look at Maddie, who was not far away, as if he saw hope again. Eneen. I know you're doing a great job raising your child on your own, but she needs her father. Give me a chance. Okay? Let me make it up to you and love you. I said softly with a small sigh. Maddie. She's really not related to you. If you don't believe me again, I can pull out a piece of her hair for you to get a paternity test. As for me, maybe you really love me now, but you have also hurt me in the past. After saying that, I no longer stayed and turned to leave. In the evening, he called again. I heard his choked and hoarse voice. Eneen. I'm sorry. I used to love him deeply, but I couldn't forget the pain of being hurt. I couldn't say it's okay to my former self. Nor did I say it to him. Before I went to bed, Maddie asked me curiously why I knew Liam Cole. Mom. He's not really my dad. Is he? I shook my head. Of course not. I wasn't lying. Maddie really wasn't Liam Cole's child. And she's not related to me. Maddie's real mother is called Jiang Yen. I hired an overpriced aunt who specializes in herbal cuisine. Under her care and feeding, both Maddie and I gained several pounds a month. As a result, Maddie is very happy with this auntie. She and her girlfriends are going to record the second installment of the family reality show. And when they are leaving, they asked her to take good care of me. As soon as they left, I paid an extra fee and took her to the hospital with me. Because of chemotherapy, my hair was falling out in large quantities. So, I just shaved all my hair. When Maddie came back and saw it, she was in a state of shock. Oh my God. What are you doing? Mom. You're going to become a monk? I said in a relaxed tone as I scratched her little nose. The medicine Mom is taking has side effects that cause her hair to fall out. It's too little to look at, so I'm just going to shave it off. How is it? Isn't it ugly for Mommy to be bald? My little one hugged me and gently patted my back to comfort me. It's not ugly. It's okay. Mom. Your hair will grow back when you get better. My throat was tight, holding back my emotions. I gently agreed with her. Well, McDull is right. I counted my days. Every time I hear Maddie ask if she's almost done, it sticks in my throat. To tell a child that her mom is dying. That's really cruel. But how is it not cruel to tell her when the news comes? The family reality show was recorded in 3 installments of 10 days each. The third installment was recorded in early October. The Mid-Autumn Festival and the National Day holiday were just 10 days. After they left, I still went to the hospital for chemotherapy. But this time, the bad news came. After the examination, the cancer cells had already metastasized and spread over a large area. The doctor said that it made no difference whether I did chemotherapy or not. In fact, I can feel my own physical condition. But after hearing the doctor's diagnosis, I still couldn't help crying out. I am only less than 30 years old. Why do I have to leave this world? Why do I have to experience so much bitterness in my life? It was not easy for me to have a life full of hope. Why should I be treated this way? After the great sorrow, I gradually tended to calm down. Since the end of death was already predetermined, I chose to prepare myself and face it openly. Time will wash away all feelings. So, I plan to record more videos. Tell Maddie that I need to go abroad to cure my illness. When I die, I will let my best friend show her a video every once in a while. When she grows up a bit more and the time is right, then I'll tell her the truth. I promised Jiang Yan at her grave that I would take care of Maddie and raise her. Now, I can only ask my best friend. The painkillers had long since started not working. I got the doctor to increase the dosage, and taking it still didn't help much. It still hurts. It hurts like hell. Every time it hurts. I can only try my best to endure it. And I don't dare to frown or show too much expression. I was afraid that Maddie would see me. That she would be scared. But it really hurt too much. So much that it almost killed me. I had to leave Maddie alone and hid in the house to endure it. Luckily, Maddie went to school during the day, so I could have some breathing time. Despite the aid of herbal cuisine, I was rapidly losing weight and decaying. I had no choice but to tell Maddie that I was getting a little worse. She hugged me at once, tears rolling down her face. Perhaps she was too afraid of losing me. She was panicked and scared, and turned on her smartwatch to call 120. I stopped her, my face pale, my breath shaking lightly. McDull. The doctors in China may not be able to treat Mom's illness. So, Mom may have to go abroad for treatment. Mommy will come back after she is cured. So be a good boy and follow Auntie. Okay? The little one nodded his head carelessly, snot and tears running all over his face. Okay. Mommy. You go and get cured. And you'll come back when you're cured. I hugged her. And my tears couldn't stop flowing. My throat felt like it was being scorched by charcoal. Baby. I'm sorry. Mommy has to lie to you again. I hope you'll forgive Mommy when you grow up and know. Our home. West of Maddie's kindergarten. So, BFF rented a house in the neighborhood east of the kindergarten. She hired another auntie to take care of me exclusively. During the day, the auntie at home takes Maddie to school, and BFF comes here to stay with me. At night, she let the aunt take care of me and she went back to stay with Maddie. Maddie calls and messages me every day, asking questions, asking how my treatment is going, when I will be better and so on. She always wanted to play video with me, but I refused all of them. My body was failing rapidly. My face was yellow and thin. I was afraid it would scare her. She always said she missed me and wanted to see me. I stopped contacting her frequently on the grounds that my doctor wouldn't let me play with my cell phone. But I would often ask my girlfriends or aunts to push me and go to the kindergarten gate to see her. Toward the end, I stopped visiting her. The pain of cancer was unbearable. My best friend looked at me who was being tortured, and washed her face with tears day and night. She hugged me and choked. I wanted to help her wipe her tears, but it hurt so much. My bones felt like they had been hollowed out and filled with sulfuric acid corroding me. In the end, I couldn't dry her tears. There were so many things I wanted to say that I hadn't said yet. I want to say, Maddie, Mommy is leaving. You have to grow up healthy. I want to say, Nan, thank you for being by my side all the time. This life is the luckiest thing for me to meet you. I want to say, extra. Nina Jiang. Enin left. She wanted to spend her 6th birthday with Maddie, but didn't make it to that day. I've known her since freshman year of high school when she's been following Liam Cole. I knew what Liam Cole meant to her, so I didn't talk her out of marrying Liam Cole. Then she was diagnosed with stomach cancer. She didn't tell me. She hid in a small town and waited to die. She wouldn't let me help her with her affairs for fear of breaking my heart. She said she thought of donating her organs so that someone could help her collect her body. But she was afraid that if she died of cancer, her organs would harbor diseased cells. She bought a cemetery in that town. She also found someone to collect her body. But then she learns that she can't die. And she meets Jiang Yan. Jiang Yan is very pretty. But she's an introverted and sensitive person with low self-esteem. Ian told me that Jiang Yan was an orphan. She grew up in a small village. Later, she met a teenager and started her crush. But her sense of worthiness was so low. She didn't dare to confess. Didn't dare to get close to him. Only dared to look up to him from afar. At a college party. An accident. She had sex with him. Afterward, Jiang Yan fled. Not long after, she found out she was pregnant. But she chose to give birth. She and Ian met in a small town and became friends. They lived together for over a year. An accident occurs when Umbra accompanies her to the hospital for Maddie's health checkup. A psychopath appears in the hospital with a knife. And Jiang Yan is stabbed a dozen times in order to save Enin, killing her on the spot. This is a big blow to Enin. But because of Maddie, she pulls herself together and promises to raise Maddie in front of Jiang Yan's grave. From then on, Maddie became En's child. As long as Maddie's real father was not mentioned by Jiang Yan, Enin suffered too much. It's too heartbreaking. When I'm nice to her, she's twice as nice to me. Often, I feel I don't deserve her kindness. But she said, I'm nice to you because you're nice to me. Always thinking of me and protecting me. She said, Nan, you're the one who's really good. Maddie didn't know that she was gone. She still sends messages and calls her every day. Even though she wouldn't receive a reply, she still happily shared her daily life and the interesting things she encountered. Moreover, she only used Umbra's cell phone to send her 1 or 2 of Umbra's recorded voice and video messages from time to time. Maddie never noticed anything wrong. Until the day of her birthday. I sent her a video that Ian had recorded in advance, wishing her a happy birthday. When Maddie watched it, she didn't smile a bit. Instead, she looked up and asked me with tears in her eyes, Auntie, is it true that Mom's illness is not cured? Is she not coming back? I suddenly froze and said subconsciously, No. Your mom will come back. Maddie didn't believe me. And tears rolled down her face. Auntie, please don't lie to me. Okay? These videos that Mom posted. The way she sits. The things she puts next to her are almost exactly the same. You tell me. Mommy. Has she been? This little guy is really too smart. She looked at me with tears in her eyes. And I really didn't know how to continue to lie to her. Sourness and bitterness surged through me. And I cried along with her. Maddie. I'm so sorry. Auntie lied to you. Your mom. She's not cured. She's not coming back. In an instant, Maddie cried even harder. She was crying out loud. Broken. Devastated. My heart was torn apart. I held her in my arms and patted her on the back. She cried for a long time and wanted to see her mom. So I took her to Enin's grave. She looked at Enin's picture on the stone and cried again. She hugged the monument and cried again for a long, long time.